All right, so obviously you take training horses in during the summer typically, and I'm wondering what are some of maybe the top 3 issues that you find with a lot of them that come in for training that you need to sort of deal with?
Ground manners are the number one. Mostly the horse tends to be the alpha in your herd, and lots of times that's why the horse will come here, because if the horse is leading you out front and pushing you over and in your pocket, in your space all the time, then you're not the boss. And you need to be the boss. It's a big animal. You can't have him shoving you all around. I know that you want Fluffy to love you and you want him to be your friend and all of that. But, you know, my horse loves me and all my ponies love me. They all rush to be first one to get to me out in the pasture. But I am the boss of them. I don't let them rock all over me. I try to, not to.
Yeah, we try to avoid that.
So that's a big one. Trailer loading. Lots of times people have trouble with trailer loading. They make it out more difficult than it really is. So people should really try to start with asking your horse to go forward over something like in your barnyard. Like maybe ask them to go over a tarp or ask them to go in and out of a doorway. Just ask them to maybe go in front of you. Just get them to move away from your space and like a practice trailer. Like over a couple of poles. Anything just to get them to go forward and not be worried about it. As soon as they give a little bit, if they're starting to paw, starting to smell, starting to think about looking at it, good. That's their, let them step away. That's a big problem that people have is with trail loading, and I can do a demo on that if you'd like me to do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I can take that up to the horse and see what she'll do with the trailer.
Yeah, that's very cool.
The third thing is first ride. That's what most of them come here for, is those 3 things: the trailer loading, ground space, and their first ride. So that's usually what I do: give the horses their first ride, get them to respect me as the alpha in their herd, trailer load, and have their first ride, and hopefully on their way to being a nice trail horse or a show horse.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now, do you start pretty much all of them in the round pen? Is that sort of the first thing that you do?
I do start most of them in the round pen. The first thing I do when horses get here, I don't care what they've done before. Most of the time I don't even ask people what they've done with their horses. I'll let them come into the round pen, let them hang out for a little while, give them a drink, give them something to eat, let them have a roll for themselves to get comfortable with the area. And then the first thing I do would be hobble them. I hobble everybody's horses that come here. It doesn't hurt them. It just gets them to think about where their feet are versus about where's my brain at. Oh my God, what's going on around me? I have to think about where's my feet. And it's a good thing to teach your horse to hobble. Also, if they ever got in a wreck, they got tangled in wire or vines or something. If they get their front feet wrapped or their back feet wrapped, they're not going to freak out. They're going to just stand there and wait for somebody to come collect them.
Good point. And so then how long usually, if you, let's say you had a horse that were a green horse, you know, just a baby, hadn't been ridden yet, how long, is there an average time that you spend in the round pen first, just working them before you actually ride them?
15 or 20 minutes the first time, just to get them to hook up to me, doing some changing of directions, moving around me, keeping out of my space, moving forward. Move their feet, direct their feet, then stop their feet. I do all of that with everybody. Doesn't matter what breed, what nationality, what color. Doesn't matter. I start them all the same way. So yes, that would be what I would do for 15 or 20 minutes the first time. If it takes longer than that, they really kind of lose their mindset on the work thing. They're just more worried about what's going on around them. So I always leave it on a good note, though. I mean, if it might only take 5 minutes. If they've hooked right up with me and they're nice and they're okay, I leave them at that, and then I'll bring them in the stall and let them stand there. Let them stand there tied and think about it for a while.
Yep, absolutely. That's excellent. Cool. All right, good. So we'll go see trailer loading now?
Okay.
We can go look at that. All right.
I'll get a pony and go trailer
Cool
load.
beans.
We'll see how she does.
Yes.